Blessed ones of the nations of the world. This is your brother Dan Moses or say your Sakodi of TRC Ghana, coming your way from Ghana, the land of my birth, the land of my nativity, my home, my nation, my land, Ghana, with this special exposés, testimony, New World Disorder. This one is dubbed The Great Escape. This shall expose the Great Escape. Before we begin, let me say to us, welcome us all in as many international language as we can, by saying to you, Akwaba, Allen, Sahalen, Shagitam, welcome, Nganjoni, Bem-vindo, you are welcome, Kuso, Diwo, to San Senor, Okukulaba, Mauya, Mingalaba, Boye, Malamu, Karebo, Ekabo, no, o Sano de Zua, Enkwang de Hena, Mitash, Duburo, Pejalovat, Bine Ai Vinit, Barigalust, Vita Iche, Ayubon, Dobridoya, Velkomen, Eshtan, Hozot, Walang Anumang, Bienvenido, Namaste, Swagatam, Kush, Amadid, Baruch, Haba, Marhaba, Wangyong Haminida, Wangying, Nyejeko, Anyamime, Nyejeko, We Zolo, Novio, Mia Wezo, Akwaba to the program Testimony New World Disorder. Testimony New World Disorder, as we know, is the program through which you get to know what is happening to Ghana, humanity, and the nations of the world. We even in these times of global deception, delusion, and lies that are made up by some of the very people that we trust to be there for humanity and the nations of the world, and yet have chosen to be the very people that are dealing with us by willful lies, deception, and delusion, and having brought humanity and the nations of the world to this global helplessness that has caught up with every single nation of the world, and humanity is caged and locked and helplessness. Humanity and the nations of Akwaba to the program Testimony New World Disorder. Thank God that by this same program we as well get to receive what to do that we might know how to escape to the Lord, not have our souls be taken over by the soul takers, the destroyers of the human race. So blessed ones of the nations of the world, Akwaba to the program Testimony New World Disorder. Blessed one, this exposé is coming to us, being recorded on the 12th of April 2021. 12th of April, Sunday 2021. It's about 3 p.m. God has made all things perfect so much that the great escape from the kidnapping took place around the same time, 3 p.m. on Sunday, the 12th of April 2011. Go check the 12th of April 2011, around 3 p.m. And it took me all through the night to reach the land of Tema by 1 a.m. April 13th. Humanity and the nations of the world. We are now going to details, but I want us to understand that having made us to understand United Nations images at stake, many international authorities, many nations of the world are at stake, the entire human race is at stake in this very issue. As much as I can, I must be circumspect in what we receive here, and I also need to let us understand that I will do as much as possible to give us what we need to receive here this day about the Great Escape. However, we need to understand that a detailed of most of the information that we need to receive here regarding the Great Escape and the kidnapping, the lynching, are being reserved. Most of the information need to be received by the church, by the people of God, because they would understand better and appreciate and know, can testify that this is nothing but God, the God of the Bible alone, saved me from the hands of his enemies and my enemies and the killers of the Ghanaian people. So, church, at the appointed time, God will let us hear what we need to hear. But this is coming for humanity and the nations of the world. Ghana is coming for us. Blessed ones of the nations of the world. So, let's get the understanding. The CIA, through the U.S. Embassy, Ghana, the political cronies, gurus of Ghana, John Ejekum Kufuor's cronies at the Washington D.C. Embassy, Ghana Embassy, Washington D.C. Nana Addo Akufo and his terror network. The CIA, their agents operating from the U.S. with a U.S. undercover agent coordinating the entire kidnapping and the lynching agenda from the soil of U.S. Humanity, let's go on. Yeah, so we with the Ghana police headquarters, police and CID headquarters in Accra, they working hand in hand with the CIA, the U.S. government, to get me lynched, assassinated. The prime agenda for the Ghana police headquarters was to get me lynched and killed. My children have been removed from the soil of Ghana back to the U.S. and I must be killed. It's being demanded by the criminal minds, Mr. John Ejekum Kufuor, the Nana Akufo Addo, and their political cronies in Ghana, diplomatic, religious, and their cronies in Ghana. They are demanding my assassination, and they have hijacked in totality the government of His Excellency John Evans Fifi Atameos. Humanity and the nations of the world. So we must get that understanding. The objective was to get me murdered, assassinated, lynched. If it had succeeded and I had been lynched, just like Major Mahama, then we would know and believe that yes, they came to lynch him and they have lynched him. However, God saved me from the lynching and they quickly converted it to kidnapping. I'm saying to Ghana, humanity and the nations of the world, that the Ghana police headquarters, top ranking, involving the IGP of Ghana, they orchestrated this kidnapping and the lynching. The CIA orchestrated this kidnapping and the lynching from the U.S. Embassy, Ghana. John Ejekum Kufuor, Nana Addo Akufo Addo, political criminal minds in Ghana, diplomatic, religious, and their cronies in America, they purpose to lynch me, kill me, to cover up their heinous crimes against humanity. Humanity and the nations of the world. It was a huge struggle between me and the killers, the terrorists, who had attacked me after I had told they have set my brother up and they need to put their killing on his face. So when I had told my brother I want to go seek the face of God, to go pray, just like the Lord has told me, I have nothing to do with him. I just departed. I went and I was coming. They had, like I told us, moved their car from the front of the house, and so they were not there. God did not let me know his plan, but he knew he would save me from. They came from behind me, started attacking me, breaking my neck, twisting my arm, wounding me, blood all, and they were killing me. So it was a sudden thing, and I struggled with them, and people came around, but in fear of their life as to how dangerous the people had got, the terrorists have gotten. They were all threatened and they all have to watch on. Just like my cousin Osei Kwame on the 2nd of April in 1994 was barbarously murdered by the police of Ghana. Humanity and the nations of the world. So God having helped me with the license plate of the terrorists having been identified, they converted it quickly into kidnapping after having tied me, my hands on my back, giving me brutal wounds, bleeding wounds, and they drove me from Tema, Gulf City, all the way towards Kumasi. Humanity and the nations of the world. I had always I've traveled to Kumasi several times, and in fact before that first travel to the US in the year 2004, which was a big secret human sale by His Excellency John Akufo. Before that travel, I have had the opportunity to travel through the entire regions of Ghana, except one region, which I wasn't able to go. Humanity and the nations of the world, Akwaba to the program test. So I knew very well the road from Tema, Accra to Kumasi. But however, because the terrorists intended to, they were killing me, and they came purposely to kill me, and they were going to kill me, they had to use a route which was way different from the normal Accra Kumasi road, driving me through all kinds of forest till eventually we got to a point which in Ghana sometimes you have people by the roadside, they have what we call chop bar. Like, it's not a restaurant, people have put some is it a hut, madhouse somewhere, they are prepared for food or by the roadside. That was those days, and let me give us a proof that we know that I said some of the information need to be appreciated by the church. That we know that the Bible is true. The Bible says that Joseph's brothers, after they have put him in a well to kill him, they sat down. His brothers sat down while their own brother Joseph was in the well and they were killing him. They sat down to eat. Yes, they were eating food. Humanity and the nations of the world. At a so-called choba on the road to Kumasi, the terrorists had parked with my hands tied at my back, my feet tied. They went to, they left me in the car, went to a place by the roadside to go eat. But humanity, all things work together for good. God has designed that as a moment to give me opportunity to reach out to let the world know that I am being killed. With my hands up on my back, I struggled. I tried hard and brought my right hand out of the rope. I freed my right hand. God helped me. I had a phone. This yam phone, like we call, a very tiny phone. It was, I was, let me say this for my family in Kumasi. I was wearing a pants just like this. When I went to Kumasi, the family would testify that I brought exactly two of these pants. They never know why. Except for God using this. To deliver my life. I would have been killed, murdered, assassinated on the 6th of April 2011. The kind of shorts, so Ghana, I love this shirt. My family in Kumasi, I love this shorts because they send me message. God used it to deliver me. I brought two of these to the to Kumasi when I came to you. The original one that I was wearing that day had a very tiny. It has so many. You see, this has a pocket here. It has pockets there, and pockets at the back. All kinds of pockets. That one was more complex than this. It had a very tiny packet, which you would never know until I tell you there's a packet there. Beside that, there was a small packet too, which the phone could fit in there. So the terrorists didn't know that I would manage to free myself. I freed my hand and quickly took my phone out. As of then, the 50 Ghana cedis, I had 50 Ghana cedis note. That was the only money that I had on me. God had planned it that way. At the time they were kidnapping me, I quickly took that 50 Ghana cedis. God blinded them. They didn't search me to see what I had in my pocket. All the amazing was to kill me. That's it. So I took that 50 Ghana cedis, folded it into a tiny bit, pushed it all the way down to that tiny pocket, which would never be identified by them. And then I took the cell phone out. I quickly placed a call to the U.S. Embassy, Ghana, which has orchestrated to get me lynched. I called and prudently told the embassy. Unfortunately, the appointment which they had with me that day, 6th of April 2011, by 2 p.m., I would not be able to make the appointment. I'm sorry, I can't make the appointment. I never had to betray myself to let them know that I'm accusing them. Prudently, but how that they know that, how they knew I have been kidnapped. How was it possible for them to be so careless for me to call, to be able to have the opportunity to call? After that, I call quickly a so-called friend whom also I raised in the Lord, and I reported. I told him he should do everything he can to save my life. I have been kidnapped. He should get to the police. Yes, the police were behind this. However, he should get to the media, Addo FM. Let the media know that this is what is happening. The guy went straight to Addo FM. So you, in April 6, 2011, you will know that Fiapokuya, the Addo FM itself, have had multimedia. They have been a willful partner in this whole heinous crime, and they're covering up there for a very long time. So the Fiapokuya being sent in 2017, 18, 19 was all part of the agenda. Humanity, the Addo FM refused to let Ghana know that I had been kidnapped. They shielded, they covered it up because of the political powers behind the scene. They must refuse to let Ghana know that this is what was going on. So it was between me and the Lord God Almighty. Now the U.S. Embassy had gotten to know it. When I played that, it was not long when the terrorists came back to sit in the car, and they continue. But I have managed to put my hand back in the court, and I was sitting as though I had not done anything. However, for me having placed the call to the U.S. Embassy, I knew they would be alerted, that they will be questioned. I had as well called one of my father's brother. My father, if I talk about my father, my biological father died when I was way young. We'll get to know as we go that. When I talk about my father who has been killed, he's the man, my father's brother, who raised me. Okay, so I called his brother, another brother to my father, to let him know that this dangerous thing that they are my brother has been is doing with the terrorists is going to bring a huge problem in this nation. So it was like within the space of day eating, although Addo FM would is shielding the crime, I've been able to let a family member, an elder family member, know that this is what's happening. I've reached out to the U.S. Embassy as well. The terrorists continue their journey to and then there's one other thing that the guy tried his best, went to the Ashama police station and alerted them that this is what has happened. I've been kidnapped. So in order for the Ashama police station to shield the political forces, the Ghana police headquarters, they must pose as though they are coming in to help. Meanwhile, they were aiding me to be killed. They made the person that I had sent, and he had gone to Addo FM, he had gone to Ashama police station to go make the report. A reckless a thing as the police of Ashama, Tema, the policewoman, her name is Alice, was the one that was being used by the police headquarters and the political criminals. She was made to place a call into my phone while the terrorists had come from their eating and we are continuing the journey to Kumasi. He called my phone, the phone was ringing. She called it. So they all got to know that my phone, I had a phone on me. So I picked the phone, and then one of the guys told me they freed my hand. They freed my hand, and this I took the phone. I told them my phone is ringing because they were hearing it. I need to answer the call and know what is happening. They freed my hand because they were all in the car this time. I took the phone. I answered the phone. What had happened is they were fully aware that now they are exposed. So they were being very tactful, the terrorists. They knew any violent killing from that time of me having the lynching having failed. Their car license plate had been fully identified. So they have converted it to kidnapping. They were going to kill me tactfully. Slow killing. That was what they were going to do. So when the phone had rang and the call had come in, they had to allow me answer the call. I answered the call, and it was they set my hand free. I answered the call. It was a police woman, and then she said her name is Alice. She has received a report of my kidnapping. She has also been told that there is one of the kidnappers that is my family member. She wants to talk to the family member, so I should give the phone to that family member. That is my own brother of the same father and mother. This was very dangerous. However, little did I know that between the time of they leaving me to go eat, the calls that I've made had made them make links. Political forces have they have already gotten them aware that this is what is transpiring and there is a problem. They are exposed. So the call coming to my phone was very weird. But however, if I think about it, if I thought about it, when I thought about it, I just didn't know later that it was all part of the ploy. It was all part of this, and the terrorists knew. That's why they even had to allow me to answer the call. They had to ask me to give the phone to my brother. I gave the phone to him, and then she spoke to my brother on the phone. Afterwards, he asked my brother to give the phone back to me. My brother gave the phone back to me, and then she told me she has told my brother that she is involved in the kidnapping, and they know. The Ghana police headquarters is fully aware. They are tracking the van on the way to Kumasi. So the brother should peacefully take me to his home in Kumasi. They are already the Ghana police service is tracking them, and the IGP itself, they are taking me to. My brother should take me to his home. They should not go further with their agenda. My brother should take me to his home. This is what she was telling me, and therefore my brother was going to take me to the home. The next day, the IGP himself is going to come there and dispatch policemen to send me from Kumasi back to Tema. I would have to believe because the license plate was seen. I had contacted Addo FM. my somebody, a friend of mine, had contacted Addo FM. They had, I've as well contacted a family member. I had as well contacted the U.S. Embassy. So there was the reason for me to believe that the killing, the kidnapping, had all come to an end. However, little did I know that that was the genesis of worse things to come. They made my brother, took me to his house. The police officer had warned me I should not make any attempt to escape. I should not resist. But the IGP himself will come. He knows, he has every information, and the IGP himself will come to want me to pass the night in my brother's place. The next day, the IGP, the terrorists took me to Kumasi, and my brother took me to his house. They all left with a car. I had to comply, trusting that everything had come to an end. My brother is waiting the next day for the IGP to come, and then I will be sent back to Tema under police escort. Humanity and the nations of the world. That night, I refused to take him to eat anything in the house of my brother, because he is a killer, and my killer, whom I should never trust so long as I live. Humanity and the nations of the world. Akufo to the program Testimony New World. So the next morning, dawn, my brother had woken up and had already laid network with the Ghana Police Service, the same police officer at the Ashama Police Station, in Tema, Ashama Police Station. They had plotted that the terrorists must switch their car, which they are using, and put me in a new car and go get me killed. Can you imagine that? I didn't know this. In the morning, my brother had told me the IGP has sent, he had received a call. IGP has sent information, and they are by the roadside waiting. I got there, and there was a car. So I realized that there was no policeman there. There I refused. I started to resist because I knew that they were going to kill me. I had to tell them, I'm not getting into that car. I'm not getting into that car because that is not what the police officers told me. So they were trying to attack me and push me into the car by force, just like they were doing during the lynching. I had to flee and quickly go stop a taxi and got in the taxi quick and tell the taxi driver to run and run with me because these are killers and they are trying to kill me. They have captured me from Tema and have brought me down, and this is what was transpiring. So I need him to take me to Tema. I would get him money when we go to Tema. So the taxi driver, he tried. That was a true Ghanaian. Without any money paid to him, he was prepared to do everything to save my life. People came around, and the people were standing supporting the police officer. The taxi driver. I will never be given to the people. He should take me to Tema. They were pleading with him, and he was determined, flouting the orders of the terrorists. Moved the car, started heading towards Kumasi. Accra Tema Road. From this thing that I'm telling us took place in Tanoso. Because my brother, that was where my brother was living. So they drove. The taxi driver moved towards Accra Tema Road, where the terrorists got into their new car, started pursuing us. This unthinkable crime with total impunity, because they knew the IGP, the Ghana Police Headquarters, was behind, the CIA, John Akufo, Nana Addo Akufo, all of them, they have their political party members. My brother is an MPP. My family is an MPP family. So they knew that they were in control and they have all the powers behind them to get me killed. They were pursuing the taxi, and the taxi driver was speeding, did everything. At the point they had to come cross the taxi driver, forcing him to park. He refused. So it had become like a chaotic scene. People came around. They had to insist that the police, the taxi driver, should drive me to the nearest police station, which was Asokwa Police Station of Kumasi. Asokwa Police Station, Kumasi. Humanity and the nations of the world. We got to the police station. The terrorists had come to the police station. Asokwa Police Station. Let's go to the next video expose and let's continue. God bless you and God bless my homeland, Ghana. Bye bye.